Bayan Muna Party list raises alarm over what they call an onerous one-sided Philippine-China loan agreement. And we now speak to Finance Assistant Secretary Tony Lambino. Asek, good morning. Thank you for taking our call.
Good morning, Ria, and good morning to everyone watching CNN Philippines.
What is your take, sir, on the Bayan Muna chairman's claim that the loan agreement for the Chico River pump irrigation project with China is onerous and one-sided?
Well, first, Ria, if I may share a little bit about the project. Now, this is a pump irrigation project that will benefit more than 4,000 farming families in northern Luzon, irrigating 8,700 hectares of farmland. And so it's really an agricultural productivity investment for the country. In terms of the loan agreement itself, it's important to share that on the interest rate, if we account for all factors, including the project cost that was submitted by various countries for various projects, the denomination of the loan, the nominal interest rate, and other factors, actually the effective interest rate for Japan, China, and other lenders, the effective interest rates are actually more or less the same. Not exactly the same, but pretty close to each other. So it's not true that it's very much higher than any other lender. They're pretty close to each other. Second, it's important also to share that there is an arbitration clause that gives protection to all parties involved. And this requires that each party agrees to the arbitration plan, and for each loan agreement, this clause is negotiated. Lastly, if I may also update you and all the viewers that the project debt to China is a lot smaller than a project debt, for instance, that we have to Japan. By 2022, Chinese project debt will be around 4.5% of total debt, while our project debt to Japan will be around 9.5% total debt.
Okay. One of the concerns that was brought up regarding this contract, of course, was that there was a preference for Chinese contractors. And, of course, this could possibly take away jobs from able-bodied Filipinos. What's your comment on that?
No, we're going to need Filipino workers, and we're going to also be working with Chinese contractors in the same way that we work with, for instance, Japanese contractors when we have a Japanese loan. The workers are already moving from the agricultural sector to infrastructure. We've heard reports from our colleagues and our investors in the agricultural sector that it's now more difficult to find farm workers, which is good for the worker because that means there's more demand and wages are going up. So there are positive effects from all of this infrastructure build-up for the Filipino worker.
So, sir, you can categorically say that from this project, Filipino jobs will not be lost. Is that right?
No, there will be, from the whole infrastructure focus, as well as the agricultural productivity focus that the Duterte administration has taken on. That actually bodes very well for workers. As more investment comes in the agricultural sector, and as more and more infrastructure projects are launched, there will be more demand for labor.
All right. Thank you for taking our call. That was Finance Assistant Secretary Tony Lambino.